YouTube, what is going on? It is your boy Storm back within the video. And in this video, I want to talk to y'all about the real way to stay consistent as a content creator, as a vlogger. I'm not gonna waste y'all time. Let's jump into it. I'm not gonna lie, as a small YouTuber, there be some times where I be thinking to myself, like, yo, I cannot do this today. I had a long day at work. I've been so busy. I'm exhausted. And even today, I wasn't gonna make this video. I went through a couple of takes. I was fighting back, but I was like, I'm gonna push through for y'all. And that deserves a like. Do me a favor, like the video, comment down below. Let me know what y'all think if y'all been here before. But listen, I'm gonna tell y'all the first thing we gonna do is prioritize authenticity and being comfortable. I'm not gonna lie. This if I'm not comfortable, I'm not doing it, right? I'm not making a video. I'm not it's been some moments where I was already uncomfortable talking in public, but I pushed through, and that's how I pushed through today. And I'm laughing because this is genuinely how I felt. And there's gonna be some times where you're gonna feel uncomfortable, but once you do it over and over, and you recreate the same thing, and you keep posting, it's gonna become natural. You're gonna find your style. You're gonna find something that's like you're gonna be able to do it daily. Whatever it is that you do, if it's like vlogging, if it's like gaming, if it's like cooking, whatever it is that you do, once you find that space where you could be yourself and comfortable, people are going to be able to align with you and get to know the real you. And it's going to be even easier when it comes to making these videos. Because there's been some times, and it's still times, I be sitting here and I'm like, yo, how am I going to create this video? Like, how am I, some of my greatest videos, which shocked me. I I didn't even I just went off the cuff. I'm telling you, there's times where I've literally just said, "Hey, I'm gonna make a video. I'm just gonna go off the top and just do it." And I think a lot of people as of late are really enjoying authentic content. They don't want something that's over rehearsed. They don't want to feel like they're reading some they can see somebody reading off of a teleprompter. They want to see the mistakes. And I'm gonna be honest, me doing this over and over and over, the fact that I could be myself, I know I got a ways to go, but I'm so thankful that I can do this because before I was even afraid to record. I'm telling you, prioritize authenticity. You'll be so much more relaxed. And you can laugh at the times that you make mistakes. I mean, the first couple of takes I did on this, my microphone wasn't on, the camera was all off. So be yourself because you could laugh at all these situations, and then when you're looking back at the footage, you could be confident that you did it your way. All right, let's move into the next one. Now, I consume a lot of content, and I've learned that this one step can make it easier when you're creating content. You have to, if you're in a niche, a specific niche, you need to learn from other content creators. I know this sounds kind of counterintuitive, but if you see what your audience is consuming and what interests they have, it can culminate into ideas to create videos on your own channel. Hear me out. There's you could watch vloggers, you could watch content creators that are in a similar space. You can watch, let's say if you're a tech reviewer, you can watch other tech reviewers who create content around, let's say, for example, the iPhone. You see people who do these videos, you can see where they're filming, you can get ideas for B-roll, you can get ideas for titles, thumbnails, color grading, etc. If you do that, you'll be able to write down and brainstorm new ideas that you could try on your channel that can maybe pique someone's interest. And also, it'll keep the juices flowing when it comes to creativity. So don't sleep on watching creators that are in a similar space. Obviously, come up with your own ideas, your own seasoning on the video that you create, but it'll allow you to brainstorm and think of new things and try new things and not just do the same thing over and over. All right, let's talk about the one of the most important things once you decide that you want to start being consistent or even doing content creation on YouTube, and that's buying equipment, right? And I'm gonna tell y'all, don't go out and buy no FX30. Don't go out and buy no A6700. I'm telling you, buy something that you can understand. If you buy equipment that you can understand, it'll make it easier for you to create. You're gonna want to do it anywhere. Like as far as videos, you'll be able to say, all right, you know what? I'm at this concert. I'm going to pull out my camera and blog and talk about my experience. Let's say you had a bad experience somewhere and you jumped in your car and you're about to go somewhere, you could set up your camera and talk about that experience. If you have this big camera, you're not gonna wanna set up the tripod, get the exposure correct. You wanna have something that makes it very simple so that way you can do it more frequently and not have this barrier because of the camera that you purchased. And trust me, I've done this before. That's why I've been sticking with the Osmo Pocket 3. I just added my iPhone as one of my vlogging tools because it's gotten so much better at vlogging, and also it fits in your pocket. You want to get something that you could just literally not have to lug around this bag, especially as a beginner. Later on you can do that, but right now you want to invest in something that is fast, efficient, and just makes the overall setup easy. You want to focus on those things so that way you could just get to the content. All right, let's move on to the next one. And do me a favor before we get to this last one, smash that like button, comment down below. Let me know if you're getting value out of this video, and let me know if there's some things that I missed or some things that have worked for you when it came to content creation. I would love to hear it. Let's have a conversation. Let's move to the last one. All right. Now, this is a big one because it's still something that I'm trying to get better with. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people have this fear, and that is public speaking. Overcome your public speaking nervousness. Because I'm going to be honest, a lot of people, including myself, have this fear of being seen, have this fear of talking to a camera, have this fear of talking to people in public. Focus on that. If you're uncomfortable talking in public, try recording in your house, try recording in your car, try recording in a space where you have a quiet setting where it's just you, the camera, and your ideas. What's going to happen as you do these things over and over and you do more reps, you're going to get comfortable doing it. And then you may say, hey, I may step out of my comfort zone and film in a public space. Or if you tie into the fact that you bought a small simplistic camera, you can pull out your phone and vlog with the camera here and not worry about someone saying, is that person creating content right now? S- Do me a favor, try those things, or even just film yourself and then do a voiceover on how you felt in those moments, and don't even say anything. Just record all your footage, get home, get it on your timeline, and then just post it and then talk about, you know what? I was in this space. I felt really uncomfortable, but I still pushed through anything. Anyway, try that. Try that. These are some things that these are see, there's a mistake. These are some things that I've tried in the past that have worked for me. Let me know in the comment section, what are some things that have helped you pursue your content creation journey and have pushed you out of your comfort zone, because I'm going to make mistakes. I need to learn how to get better talking to the public in front of the camera, I should say. I'm going to learn from others, and I'm going to prioritize being myself. The old me where I made that mistake, I would have probably stopped and re-recorded the whole video. I would have stopped and said, "Oh, I'm not gonna record. I'm gonna have to re-record that one part again, or I'm gonna stop and cut the point and edit." I don't have time, so I'm gonna continue to make the video this way. If I have time, I'll edit, but I'm not gonna burden myself with like thinking if I'm gonna make a mistake and who would think or how they would think. Listen, you're gonna experience that. There's gonna be times where you're gonna be like, "Oh, I wanna continue to edit and do all these things." Don't worry about that. Just focus on being consistent and talking to the camera. In any event, I appreciate y'all. That's all I got for y'all today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Peace.